The sin, not just of idleness of body, but of sluggishness of soul, is sloth. The vice of sloth is a disposition of laziness toward the pursuit of God and the good. The inner voice of sloth mutters, "I don't feel like it." Rather than channel the focus and energy to do what you know you should, sloth urges you to waste time on things of far less importance. Sloth makes you neglectful, regretful, and unfulfilled, creating the illusion that the demands of life, especially spiritual life, are undesirable because they are difficult, which sloth hates. So it turns your soul from properly pursuing the good, which is hard, to chasing pleasure, which is easy, leaving you in despair, knowing you are not living up to your potential, nor doing God's will. Sloth is not always visible. It doesn't always look like sleeping in or doing nothing. Often it disguises itself as busyness. You can be active in everything that doesn't matter and completely avoid what matters most. It is the avoidance of your higher calling, the dodging of discipline, the delay of duty. And the result? A soul that is bored, distracted, restless, and unfulfilled, haunted by the quiet ache of knowing you are not becoming who God created you to be. It has been said, idleness is hell's fishhook for catching souls. And how true it is. For sloth rarely works alone. It opens the door to other vices. When you stop pursuing what is good, you start chasing what is not. Gluttony, lust, and despair often walk hand in hand with sloth. In avoiding the narrow path of purpose, you wander into the wide fields of indulgence. But there is a better way. Defend against sloth with the virtues of discipline and diligence. Discipline to do what you should, when you should. Diligence to do it how you should, with careful persistence and a servant's heart, no matter how you feel. This is how you build a soul of strength, by choosing action over apathy, resolve over resistance, persistence over procrastination. As Scripture says, discipline always seems painful rather than pleasant at the time, but later it yields the peaceful fruit of righteousness to those who have been trained by it. God created you for a purpose, and that purpose takes work, not just in labor, but in love. The field of your soul must be tilled. The house of your character must be built. The race of your life must be run. Faith must be lived. Truth must be sought. Christ must be followed. Don't just embrace it. Glorify God in it. In loving one another through our works, we bring an increase of grace and a growth in divine love. Sloth will tempt you to wait, to coast, to delay obedience and ignore grace. Don't. There is no neutral ground in the spiritual life. You are either moving forward or drifting backward. And while drifting feels easy at first, it always leads to despair. The burden of unused potential becomes a heavy chain. So rise, even when you don't feel like it, especially then. Pray, serve, create, work. Take the next step, however small, in the direction of virtue. For God is not glorified in your comfort, but in your faithfulness. Not in your passivity, but in your pursuit. Slay sloth with steady steps. Form discipline in the details, and you will awaken to find yourself becoming not just more productive, but more fulfilled. Not just busier, but holier. Let the Spirit stir what sloth tries to silence, and walk forward into the work God has set before you.